You've also just been so incredibly supportive over the course of my entire career, but
a lot of guys like, if that is your last game, I feel sorry for you. And I'm like, don't feel sorry for me.
Have imagined that it could have happened, and it's just a wonderful thing for the family to be able to do together.
I was happy to hear. It's a new beginning, a new chapter for me.
The Philadelphia Eagles, I love Hassen Reddick.
So speaking of further love being developed, that's how Hoda and I felt watching your husband as he gave that retirement speech.
yes. Importantly, I have a brand new album called The Tortured Poets Department, which comes out on April 19th, and I'm so proud of it.
Kelce family support. Let's talk about the Kelce family's epic support for Travis Kelce's love affair with none other than Taylor Swift. It's like a real-life rom-com, but with NFL stars and pop icons. Travis Kelce, the football sensation, and Taylor Swift, the queen of pop. It's a match made in celebrity heaven. And guess who's cheering them on louder than anyone? None other than Jason Kelce's wife, Kylie. She's the head cheerleader of this love brigade. Kylie Kelce isn't just happy for Travis, she's over the moon. In fact, she's like the ultimate cheerleader, waving her pom-poms for their romance. She's all about spreading those good vibes and letting the world know that if Travis is happy, then they're all happy.
If there had been this much attention on your first date with...
Oh, no. Ultimately, if Travis is happy, we're happy.
Have imagined that it could have happened, and it's just a wonderful thing for the family to be able to do together.
But it's been amazing.
Well, they're a very cute couple. Can you imagine?
We are always cheering on Uncle Trav. It's such a treat to be able to do that on and off the field.
It's like a big warm hug of support from the entire Kelce clan. And let's talk about Taylor's role in all of this. Not only is she slaying the music charts, but she's also become the ultimate football fan. She's been spotted at Chiefs games, cheering on her man like a true MVP. Can you imagine the screams from the crowd when they see Taylor Swift in the stands? It's like a double dose of star power. But it doesn't stop there. Taylor's not just a sideline spectator, she's part of the Kelce family celebrations too. When the Chiefs clinched that Super Bowl victory, Taylor was right there with Kylie and the gang, sharing in the excitement and the confetti showers. It's like a scene straight out of a feel-good movie. So when Kylie says that Travis and Taylor's romance is amazing, you better believe it. It's a whirlwind of love, touchdowns, and chart-topping hits. And with Kylie and the Kelce family in their corner, Travis and Taylor are unstoppable. Here's to love, touchdowns, and happily ever afters, both on and off the field. Jets' acquisition of Reic. Hey, did you hear the latest buzz in the NFL? The New York Jets just made a bold move by snagging pass rusher Hassen from the Philadelphia Eagles. It's like Christmas came early for Jets fans. So here's the scoop. The Jets traded for Hassen in exchange for a conditional 2026 third-round draft pick. They're shaking things up and they mean business. Now let's break down this trade deal. On one side, you've got the Jets, hungry for defensive firepower. And on the other side, the Eagles are making moves too by parting ways with Reic. It's like a chess game, with each team strategizing their next move. But what makes this trade even more intriguing are the conditions attached to that draft pick. It's like a secret recipe with a dash of suspense.
I was happy to hear. It's a new beginning, a new chapter for me.
The Philadelphia Eagles, I love Hassen Reddick.
New Jets family at the end of the day. But the news itself
makes absolutely no sense whatsoever.
I get to come here, be around some great players, some guys that have made some great names for themselves.
They got fleeced, the Eagles did. Letting one of your best defensive players go.
We don't know all the details yet, but you can bet it's going to be spicy. Now, why is this such a big deal? Well, for starters, it's a game changer for the Jets' defensive lineup. Reic brings speed, agility, and a whole lot of hustle to the field. He's like a wrecking ball, ready to tear through offensive lines and make big plays. But it's not just about the Jets. This trade could shake things up for the Eagles too. Losing a player like Reic is no small thing. It's like losing a key piece of the puzzle, and they'll need to regroup and rethink their defensive strategy. Overall, this trade signifies more than just swapping players. It's a statement. It's the Jets saying, we're here to compete and we're not afraid to make bold moves. And for fans on both sides, it's like a roller coaster of emotions, with anticipation building for what's to come. So buckle up, NFL fans. The Jets just threw down the gauntlet, and we can't wait to see how it all plays out on the gridiron. It's going to be one heck of a ride.
Looking forward to getting out there in front of the fans and just showing what I have to bring to, as an asset to the team.
I've said on the show for a year and a half now, as much as I dislike.
Man, last few days have been crazy. Phone been ringing off the hook nonstop.
So they're paying $50 million to a guy that's a 50-50 player.
Especially on the defense side of the ball. I'm happy. I'm looking forward to it.
And the New York Jets, it's a third-round pick that could go down, that could go up.
New teammates, new coaches.
Based on if he stays in New York, what kind of year he has, obviously, but
Jason Kelce's retirement. All right, folks, grab your tissues because we've got some bittersweet news in the NFL world. Jason Kelce, the legendary center for the Philadelphia Eagles, is hanging up his cleats after a whopping 13 seasons in the game. Yep, you heard it right. It's retirement time for the big man in the trenches. But hold on to your hats because the plot thickens. Speculation is swirling like a tornado about what's next for Jason. Rumor has it that the broadcasting world is knocking on his door, and they're not taking no for an answer.
Pretty much said the same thing that I just said to you, which is, I got belief in every single one of you guys. Cherish the moment you have in this league.
I was feeling it. I know Kylie, mom, dad, everybody that was at the game was feeling it.
A lot of guys like, if that is your last game, I feel sorry for you. And I'm like, don't feel sorry for me.
And I know all the friends and family that I got texts from that wanted me to tell you they reached out.
ESPN, the juggernaut of sports media, is leading the charge, eyeing Jason for a potential spot on Monday Night Football. Can you imagine the energy and wit he'd bring to your living room every week? It's like having a front row seat to the best game in town. But wait, there's more. Other networks want in on the action too. Amazon Prime, CBS, and NBC are all throwing their hats into the ring, vying for a piece of the Kelce broadcasting pie. It's like a bidding war of epic proportions. And why wouldn't they want him? Jason Kelce isn't just a football player, he's a force of nature. With his charisma, wit, and that unmistakable beard, he's got all the makings of a broadcasting superstar. So what's next for Jason? Well, the possibilities are endless. From breaking down plays on live TV to sharing his insights with millions of viewers, the world is his oyster. And for fans, it's like watching their favorite player embark on a new chapter, with excitement and nostalgia all rolled into one.
So speaking of further love being developed, that's how Hoda and I felt watching your husband as he gave that retirement speech.
Well, I announce I'm retiring from the NFL after 13 seasons with the Philadelphia Eagles.
I mean, he's my husband, so I'm biased, but I think he's just...
He'd be great.
He's so good at everything he tries.
Where I announce that I am retiring.
So he really wanted to make sure it was correct, and I think it was an outstanding summary.
See how long this lasts.
So here's to Jason Kelce, the man who dominated the gridiron and is now ready to conquer the airwaves. Whether he's calling plays or cracking jokes, one thing's for sure, he's got a bright future ahead of him in the world of sports media. Teasers for new album. Get ready to scream, Swifties, because our girl Taylor Swift just snagged the crown at the iHeartRadio Music Awards. Yep, she's officially the Artist of the Year, and we couldn't be prouder. Taylor is standing on stage bathed in spotlight glory with that signature sparkle in her eye. She's glowing, she's grateful, and she's ready to spill the beans about what's next. During her acceptance speech, Taylor dropped some serious hints about exciting things on the horizon. Cue the collective gasps from fans around the world. What could it be? A new tour? A secret collab? The suspense is slaying us. But hold on to your hats because here comes the big reveal. Taylor's 11th studio album, The Tortured Poets Department, is dropping on April 19. Mark your calendars, set your alarms, and prepare for an explosion of pure Swiftie joy.
Recording a brand new one, The Tortured Poets Department.
Importantly, I have a brand new album called The Tortured Poets Department, which comes out on April 19th, and I'm so proud of it. Especially this year has been pretty spectacular. I'm so grateful for that. To the fans, we have so many exciting things ahead of us. I'm continuing on with the tour.
She's already working on her next era.
That incredible dedication is why we are Swifties.
And let's talk about Taylor's love for her fans. It's like a warm hug wrapped in gratitude, sprinkled with confetti and rainbows. She knows that her success is thanks to each and every one of us, and she's not afraid to shout it from the rooftops. In her speech, Taylor gushes about how much she appreciates her fans' role in choosing her music and supporting her throughout her career. It's like she's thanking us for being the wind beneath her wings, and we couldn't be more honored. So, Swifties, get ready to dance, cry, and sing your hearts out because Taylor Swift is back.
To anyone who has included me in those choices, you've also just been so incredibly supportive over the course of my entire career, but
Nothing has brought us closer than our love of iHeartRadio's Artist of the Year, Miss Taylor Swift.
it's completely up to you to choose how you spend your time, what concerts you want to go to.
2023 was the year for Swifties when she wasn't on the highest grossing tour in history.
The Tortured Poets department is coming our way, and it's bound to be a masterpiece for the ages. Let the countdown begin. Billie Eilish clarifies comments. All right, let's clear the air. Billie Eilish is setting the record straight about her recent comments regarding artists releasing multiple album versions, and she's not holding back. First things first, Billie wants everyone to know that her remarks were not, I repeat, not aimed specifically at Taylor Swift. Nope, she's not here to throw shade or stir up drama. In fact, she's all about spreading positivity and understanding. Billie's concerns about the environmental impact of producing various album editions aren't just about one artist. They're about the music industry as a whole. It's like she's shining a spotlight on a bigger issue that affects us all. And here's the kicker, Billie's not just talking the talk, she's walking the walk. She acknowledges that artists, including herself, often release multiple album variants. Yep, she's owning up to it, folks. But she's also saying, hey, let's take a step back and think about the bigger picture. Because at the end of the day, it's about more than just album sales and chart positions. It's about our planet, our home, and the legacy we leave behind. And that's something we can all get behind. So let's give a round of applause to Billie Eilish for speaking her truth and shining a light on an important issue. She's not just a talented artist, she's a voice for change in the music industry. And that's something worth celebrating. That's all for this video, folks. See you next time.